Right, everybody, it's a Man in the Van episode. Christ, I'm not even into double figures yet, and I don't know what are we on. 4. It's been a long day. Before we go anywhere, this is Jake Shipton sat next to me. I'm sure a lot of you have worked that out, but I just want to give a shout out to Ryan Houghton before we go any further. I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard now, read that we've had a massive, big first turn pile up in the first moto here at Blaxhall for round 4 of the Maxxis. Ryan was in a pretty critical way. I'm not going to speculate because I haven't heard enough news on it. They stabilised him and took him to hospital, so we're wishing Ryan Houghton all the very best. It was a yard sale. I think 37 years I've been doing motocross, and I think it was one of the worst, biggest crashes I've ever seen. So, talking of which, Jake, let's talk about your day. Get the somber stuff out of the way. You were in that. Yeah. So, from your perspective, what went down? You know, it must be scary. SHIT. I won't use it.
For sure, it's one of the fastest crashes I've been in. You know, from the inside, a couple of big names just come across, and me and Ryan, you know, I was kind of lucky where Simpson hit me, and I was kind of in the sandwich, and they kind of rebounded off of me, and it sent Ryan in there. But dude, we had 3 or 4 guys from the inside, full chat, 4th gear on a 450, nail into us.
And what, you know, you got over it now, but in those moments when that's happening and they're attending to Ryan, as a racer,
I was good. We had an hour. It was a good thing they had an hour. You know, I think they need an hour to help him. You know. But for me, same as Brad at Hawkstone. I seen that, and for me, I was done straight away. You know, so it might sound bad, but I just didn't want to know about Ryan because as a racer, we're competing against him every weekend. It's not nice to see anyone get hurt. No. Now it's starting to sink in how bad it was, and you feel not guilty, but you feel gutted for him, and you know the sport is so up and down, and it can literally happen with a click of the fingers, and you know, then we was all wide open going around the first turn, and it was, I spoke to Sean, and he literally said, you know, he blinked and he was upside down, bikes everywhere. So I just
so you managed to survive. Few didn't. Lewis Toombs has broken his hand. I think Sean Simpson might have broken his hand, carried on riding all day. But let's move away from that, because that's obviously, you know, morbid. We don't want to dwell on that too much. But once again, wish Ryan all the best. So that happened. You got your head together. Then came out and got your best result all year. Now coming, you know, with a solid second in that opening moto.
I've been working really hard off season, but I was kind of riding with that mentality of not getting hurt, because I missed so much racing last year. I just didn't want to get hurt and not being able to ride, because obviously you have the practice pace, training, this, that and the other, but then when you come to a race, mentally switching into that frame of mind, right, stay relaxed, because I always kind of get here and think, shoulders go up, lose the neck, and I've been riding really good at the Bridgestone. I just kind of had a good week, rode with Tommy. I will say I was a little bit faster than him at VIP.
We wouldn't have liked that.
No, he didn't. In the last one, he had to make a few changes, and he was a little bit faster again. But I was definitely
and he went out and beat him. Tommy obviously explained, you know, first turn crash in his arms and whatever, but he's still a second. Awesome, really best result ever, actually, in the British, isn't it? It's got to be.
Ever.
So that was cool. And
then close, but I wish I would have won it.
Of course, you know.
It was all so close. But props to Jake Millward, he's been riding mega all year, you know.
Yeah, he's been riding awesome.
And it kind of, the first 10 minutes, I went over the middle jump and thought, give it the look back. No one. I was like, come on.
I can't remember the last time that happened to me, probably when I was out practicing on my own. Then you set up for what could be, you know, your first Maxxis overall. It was going okay, you didn't get such a good start.
No.
But then you encountered the classic up and down of motocross. Second, tell us what happened.
I think I gated just outside the top 10. Got into 7th or 8th. And on this wall jump they have here, obviously you come to a complete standstill. And it was Kulas or Kristoff, I can't quite remember, but I just come up to it and just shunted the swinging arm. And obviously when you hit something like that, it kind of knocks the front wheel out of line. So luckily I had the strong talon wheels in there. It didn't come out.
Nice pitch.
Look at that. That was good.
He's a pro, and he there you go.
Sterney sorted me out in a week. Got them
Of course, it's nothing to do with Rob and Dave. Of course, it's all about Ross Sterney.
So yeah, I just carried on going. Just wanted to stay in the points, because I seen Jake was out. He's not out. But yeah, I kind of thought I was more peed off. Like I could just see the podium waving goodbye to me. But I kept going, and I think I was just outside the points. So,
but all said and done, after what happened this morning, you can't be nothing but positive to come out of there unscathed.
No,
and with your best singular, moto result. So that's cool.
Yeah.
On to the next one. While you're here, I'm going to let you go because you and I both got a long drive home, as many have. I'm going to get you to mention this little thing once again because he's here. There we are. Rocket till sundown event.
Hey, we ain't got to drive far for that.
No, we ain't got to drive far for that. A little event near us that we're laying on. So, last year we managed to throw it together in 5 weeks. This year we're giving it a bit more time and planning and whatever. But as a rider, we got you there to do it last year, and from our point of view, it worked out great. From your point of view, how was it?
Mega.
Thank you.
Absolutely loved it.
I haven't paid him for that either. That's straight up.
No, I loved it. That was my first race back from breaking my back, so it was kind of like a nice little teaser, but in a way it wasn't because we had Banks Brown, Gilbert, big names there. So I was like, yes, a local track, but these boys still shift on.
They do.
I got third, so it was really good.
So, fingers crossed this year, local track knowledge, fit.
I better get on
You got
the
the 1,200 quid for the win, the big trophy.
Yeah.
We're putting even a bit more money in this year for whole shot and fastest lap. I didn't even tell you about that. So so hopefully
I'm
you'll
really
get for
looking
that.
forward to it.
So you'll be there along with a load of others. Listen, mate, thank you for your time. I've dragged you away. I think Jake actually liked it because I dragged him away right about the time when now they were all loading up the van.
Yeah.
So hopefully
the awning's going to be packed away. Chelsea's got the camper ready to go. We can just,
and you just rock up
and
say, right, have you not packed that? Let's hit the road.
I might even get an ice lolly on the walk back.
Perfect.
Just to finish it.
You should tell them we're doing this every round and just sneak out. Thanks for your time, mate.
Lovely.
Have a safe journey home.
Thank you
you get on out of here. I'm gonna continue. Nice one, Shippo. See you soon. So there you go. Nice one, mate. See ya. So that was Jake Shipton. I think you've worked that out by now. Let's get into what else happened today then. I'm not going to dwell on we've been through all that, so like I said, a tough day for everybody. Basically, the outcome of the MX1 in the end, it was Tommy Searle that took the overall with a third and a first. As you heard Jake mention, the first moto was won by Millwood, taking his first ever race win. And he was on for the overall, but and looking good because we had two injured riders basically in Simpson and Searle, but he made a mistake on the opening lap, which really cost him the chance of the overall. So Tommy takes the overall. Gert Kressnoff a solid second overall on the Phoenix Tools, Pico Kawasaki, and Brad Anderson a very popular third place. He had the largest cheer on the podium, putting that two-stroke Verdi KTM up there. So nice one, Ando. It's good to see you back on the box. I'm actually not sure in the championship. By the time this goes out, we'll probably all know. I think Searle might have inherited the championship lead now. Could be wrong, probably am. Do I care? Not really, because you'll find all that out by the time this is out. In the MX2 class, there's all my paperwork. Oh, I knew this would happen. Shippo's messed me up. Here it is. It's just finished, so we've literally just been doing this while it was coming to a close. So basically, Josh Gilbert on the Bill Base Honda took the overall by 1 point over Revo Husqvarna's Dylan Walsh. And then get this, he won his first pro race only a couple of weeks ago at the MX Nationals at Ling, and a solid overall third position for Ashton Dickinson. Ashton, you are on fire. Well done, that man. So that's your top three. Again, championship wise, I would have thought, I don't know. I'm just rubbish, aren't I? What's the point in these man in the van reports when I don't know the championship? Oh, who cares? And in the youth classes, it was Sam Atkinson who romped to victory, and I think Ben Musto took the victory in the small wheels. Nice to have the 85s here actually at this round. So yeah, that was the Maxxis British Championship. I can't give you the rundown on the MXY or youth classes, MXY 1 or 2, whatever it's called at the minute. They're still going round right now. Joel Rizzi took the first race win. Not sure who's winning this one because I've been talking to Shipton, but I know Rizzi went down early doors, so fortunately can't give you the overall on that. But you can check on my laps later on the way. But again, this class has been so good today. Just trying to see, I could spin the camera around, but I think the flag's just dropped. So that's a wrap on Blaxhall. A difficult day for a lot of everybody here. Obviously, no more so than the Houghton family, and our thoughts go out to those guys. But on a whole, it's been another great event. The Woodbridge Club done a great job. Obviously, the Maxxis and the ACU there. You know, there's obviously repercussions from the big first corner pile up. Maybe we can look at in future not having right-handed corners. Certainly going into a first corner, fast ones. Would have saved it a bit if they could have got their foot on the brake? Who knows, possibly. But we have to start looking a bit more at safety, particularly first corners and how they form, I think, after what happened today. But on a whole, you know, another good day's racing. So that's it. That's Man in the Van 4, I think. Oh, what do I know? I was up at 4 o'clock. I was stupid enough to go out and watch the football last night. A bit daisy. So that's it. I'll leave on this parting shot. Highlight of the day. Well, let's do Rider of the Day. For me, Rider of the Day is a no-brainer. It's Ashton Dickinson getting his first podium in the Maxxis. Well done to him. Yeah, and then I had an interesting conversation. I'd like your responses below on Facebook or whatever. The use of the word flange, as Bob Buchanan quite rightly highlighted, doesn't get used enough anymore. It's one of those words that, you know, just got a little bit of a flange. Could be so much more. I don't actually know what I'm talking about, but let's hear your opinions on the use of the word flange and when to use it. On that stupid note, I'll sign off for the long journey home. Thanks everybody for watching and listening to Jake and everything that went on today. I will be back next. Let's see. Well, I don't even know, do I? Because I just wing these things every time. But it will probably be the next Maxxis British Championship round, or I might do some in between if I get out and meet some of the guys practicing in the week. But in the meantime, everybody take care, stay safe, treat each other well, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Okay, out of here. Gone.